Hello and welcome back. It has been a minute since my last video. Holy hell, since my last video that I did, I feel like my life is nowhere near what it was then, which is crazy. And it's very much a sign for all of us how drastically life can change so quickly. Um, I've gotten a lot of questions from you guys asking if I'm going to share what happened or like why we broke up. Honestly, I like am not somebody that believes in, getting on the internet and just like trash talking people. That's not my vibe. So, I'm not going to get into that, but I will say that just sitting reflecting, like as soon as you are out of a relationship that isn't necessarily good for you, and not even just specifically like my last relationship, this is all relationships. It's like you find yourself again and you start reflecting back and seeing things and you're like, holy, I am so much happier, I'm so much better now than I was then. And like as you come out of it, and you probably can relate to this if you've ever been in a relationship that ended, you're like, holy, I didn't realize how much energy that was taking from me. And I feel like I've kind of had that realization recently. My microphone is fuzzy. How cute is this? But some of the fuzz was coming off. Anyways, okay, so back to what I was saying though. I just feel like I have learned so much, and I kind of touched on this in my last video too, how important it is to like prioritize yourself, show yourself love, because then you're not going to allow yourself to settle for anything less than everything that you're looking for, regardless if it's relationships, if it's work, if it's friendships. Anything that is not serving you, you're going to be like, screw this. This is not for me. Something is better, or something better is coming along. And that's kind of been my mindset with like work and, friendships and just everything. I feel like weirdly after the breakup, like I've had some friendships that I thought, these people would be in my life for a long period of time, like just all of a sudden one day it's like, okay, well, apparently this friendship isn't what I thought it was either, which is fine. And I have just gotten to a place too where it's like, instead of trying to force things, it's so much healthier to just let things flow. Just let things flow, because there's nothing harder than pushing a boulder up a hill versus just letting it go down the hill and following the boulder down the hill. I don't know if that was a good analogy or not, but I feel like it sounded good in the moment. But I feel like just reflecting back on so many things that I've been through in this life, it's like the only constant is change. And the sooner that you can just embrace change, the better off you'll be. And I know so many of us get caught up in like the what ifs, or I need this, or this has to happen. And there's so much power in just stepping back and saying, I'm just trusting and I'm good either way, because that's when the best things happen. And I I just have been reflecting a lot, and that is one of the conclusions that I have come to. Um by no means is everything resolved in my custody case. One of my friends actually searched me on Instagram, and or wait, maybe it was Google, but it's like crazy what is on the internet. But and I'm not saying that to like go Google me. Actually, please don't. But anyways, now I forgot where I was going with this. I just went off on a tangent. But I just have realized in sitting in the silence and reflecting, and it's like, okay, I want this to happen. I want that to happen. Like, I'm just trusting. I am just trusting. And there is still so much unknown surrounding the custody situation, and I can't remember if I really touched on that last time or not, but, like, I just feel like everything, and if you've never been through, like, the court process, everything moves so slowly, and I've been questioning the process and just, like, the integrity of the process, for a minute now, and just talking to so many of you after my last video too, you have opened up to me, and, like, it is wild hearing all these stories, knowing what my story is, and, like, how many kids are, like, caught up in these messed up situations, and it's like, "How is this okay? Like, how is this okay?" I just truly don't understand, but again, it's one of those things where it's like, "Jesus, take the wheel." Jesus, take the wheel, because I know that there's some higher power at play, and, if you are going through something, and I know I've told some of you this too, you guys, it is so hot, I'm, like, sweating right now. Um, how cute are these sunglasses, though? They're Otra, I think that's how you say it. If you're interested, they have the cutest sunglasses, and they're very, very reasonably priced. Um, Now I lost my train of if you are, like, going through something, you're like, "I don't know what the end of this looks like," start just try to start meditating, or just, like, sitting with your thoughts, because it's so grounding and it's so centering if you can just find a way to shut your mind off. You can also go on YouTube and you can find guided meditations, which are amazing. And honestly, if you are going through any sort of hardship, just learn to love yourself again. And I know so many people are like, well, I don't want to say so many people, but some people are so quick to, like, jump into the dating scene. And I know, like, some people have mentioned that to me in DMs too. And it's like, I have no interest. Um, Honestly, if anything, it's like, I just think it's so important to put that love into yourself that you were giving to other people, because the more that you put that energy into yourself and loving yourself, the more high value partner that you are going to attract, because you're not going to tolerate less than what you deserve. And, like, just reflecting back on my relationships, it's like, if I was to meet this person today, would I vibe, so to speak, with them, or, like, would I be interested? And, like, no. Honestly, no. And it's a sign that I'm growing and evolving, which is good. But yeah, I just think that goes to show, putting the energy into yourself is so important, because then your standards in relationships, not even just romantic relationships, but all relationships, like, they're going to go up, which means you're going to attract better. And at the end of the day, we should always be trying to better ourselves and not comparing against other people. And I feel like I've kind of been trying to stay off social media a little bit too. Like, I've still been posting and whatever, but, like, I'm not going on just doom scrolling, because I feel like for me it, like, will lead to this comparison, and it's like, that doesn't serve me. So also, another thing you can do is, like, clean out your social media. Like, if you're following anyone that doesn't make you feel good, unfollow them. Like, why are you following them? You know, there's no point if they're not bringing joy to your life or making you feel good or inspiring you in some capacity. So don't bring negativity to your life in any capacity, especially if it's on social media. So yeah, I just feel like for me, staying off social media, no doom scrolling, has been good too. But there is some accounts that I love to follow, and it's like they're inspirational quotes, or, the cute little, like, summer doing this or doing that. Like, I love those. So the feel good content. And that's kind of why I want to like start sharing these videos and like get back into this too. It's like no matter what you're going through, everybody is struggling in some capacity with something. And I feel like this video has been kind of a hot mess all over the place, but I just want to make somebody else feel less alone in their struggle, no matter what it is that they're struggling with. Because honestly, you could be following, whoever on social media and their life looks absolutely perfect, but they still have some sort of struggle. They're just not sharing it. So it's so easy to get caught up in that too. So that's why going back to social media, it's just kind of been good for me to not sit and doom scroll. But I don't know if this has been helpful or a hot mess, but I hope it's been helpful to you in some capacity. I'm going to start posting my videos again. I took a little bit of a hiatus just to figure out my life in some capacity. It's been also weird not having my kids, so this would be a week that I would have them. And instead of flying back and forth, we decided they're in Minnesota with their dad the month of June, and then they're coming to California for the month of July. Anything beyond that, I am not sure at this time, but that is not today's problem. So I am just trusting, like I said at the beginning of this video. But I hope you found this helpful in some capacity. I feel like I've just sat here and rambled for full 11 or 12 minutes, but hey, that's fine. And I hope, oh, look, a butterfly. I love when I see butterflies. It's always just like a sign of rebirth and you can change and evolve. So that is a great way to end this video. I wish you guys could have seen it. It was flying over here. But I hope you are having a great day and a great week. And it's freaking summer. Go live your best life. Bye.